So in today's video, we're going to take a look at Doflamingo and seeing how good he is. So just to let you know, I consider Doflamingo to be S+ tier because he's that good. Alright, let's go over his HP, attack, and defense at max stat. His HP is 6,852, his attack is 1,584, and his defense is 1,498. All across the board, these are very balanced stats for a runner. Start off with his skill 1. It's called Black Knight, and it spawns a clone nearby that moves forward. The clone will have an area attack with a chance to stun and becomes temporarily invincible after use. So whenever Doflamingo uses this move, he creates a clone, then he himself moves forward and the clone hit the opponents and it might stun them. While he's doing this, he becomes invincible, meaning whatever attacks the opponent's hitting you with will not affect you. This move is very good. Then his second skill is Billow White. A long range area attack, nullifies stagger for a set period of time, and acquires speed debuff effect at level 5. This one is also very good because as a runner, you will be targeted by a lot of opponents. So whenever you're surrounded, this is the perfect time to use this move. Also, you could work it in combination with using Black Knight, and then as the opponents are stunned, just move away a little bit and then use Billow White to attack all of them at once. Let's go into his traits where it gets really good. When your strength is less than 1%, recover HP by 15%. Excellent. And when you are in your enemy's treasure area and the treasure gauge is 50% or more, boost capture speed by 50%. This one is very good because nowadays in higher tiers in league battle, a lot of the opponents, they do tend to make sure that their treasure gauge is at least above 50% or at max. And when your allies are not near the treasure area where you are at, increase the treasure gauge amount when you capture treasure. This means once you're in your enemy's territory and there's no allies around, you can recover your treasure gauge faster, so it's easier to get it to max. And trait 2. When your strength is more than 50%, 1 HP will be left even if more damage is received, and an ineffective HP is exactly 1. So this means if the opponent was going to hit you with a 1-hit KO, you will not die. Your HP will likely just become 1%, and then his character trait, you will recover 15% when this happens. And when using skill 1, boost speed by 10%, and this lasts for 10 seconds. Overall, this Doflamingo whole kit is amazing, bro. This is one of the best characters in the game, hands down. We're gonna move into some gameplay so you can see what he is like in actual combat. Even in actual combat, Doflamingo is absolutely amazing. His normal attacks, they're really good, and I'm so happy that he didn't end up being a range character because he do have threads that he manipulates, and in the anime, he is seen as like both a melee and a range character. Alright, so we're gonna go over the rating system that I usually use for these videos. In his stats, I give him a 1 out of 1. In his skills, also a 1 out of 1. They're excellent. His traits definitely deserve a 1 out of 1. His normal attacks, they're really good. I'm gonna give him a 0.9 out of 1 because he's on the larger stature, so his normal attacks, they're just a tad bit slower. And then I'll give his combos a 1 out of 1. So with that being said, this character is a 4.9 out of 5, and he's considered S tier plus in my book.
ブラックナイト